Hey everyone, we're at the 2024 Writers Guild Awards talking to the nominees right here on the red carpet. Make sure you stay tuned to see our exclusive red carpet interviews. How does it feel to be on a roll this year?
I'm getting ready to do another special, and just kind of feels silly and loose, which is good. It's worse if you're sort of tired of the act and want to just tape it so you can move on. So I've been having, probably some of the most fun shows I've had in my career.
What makes it fun for you?
Connecting with people, saying something really crazy and hearing people. There's a certain laugh that you kind of go for. You don't get it a lot. Maybe once a week you get it if you're lucky. It's beyond just laughing, that was funny. It's more like, yes, I'm not the only one who thinks this way. But when I get that laugh, it's just like I get a high off of that, rather than just saying something stupid and somebody laughs, sort of that traditional kind of joke thing,
How does it feel to be here, to be nominated, to have worked on such an amazing coming-to-age story?
It's totally surreal. It's wild because of how much I love this book as a kid. So to be here, to have made the movie and then be here is just, it's really surreal and awesome.
What was that like to work with the author who told the original story and then now you're bringing it to life?
Yeah, honestly, she was so amazing. She really was so permission giving. I mean, really just like let me run with it, which was so generous of her. I mean, she couldn't have been more supportive.
Do you feel like you have accomplished the things that you set out to accomplish in this industry, or there's still some things you have to check off your to-do list?
Oh, you don't look back that way. Look forward. Look to the next one. Yeah, there was the old Willie Mays years ago. They asked him, he'd made a fabulous catch, and the sports reporters asked Willie, how do you rate that among your great catches? He said, I don't rate them, I catch them. And and I always thought, that's the way you ought to feel about your movie. Your job is to rate them. My job is to create them.
How does it feel to be nominated tonight?
It's kind of wild, and I feel like I haven't really even processed it. This was my first produced screenplay and the first one that really made it all the way. So I wrote this not thinking anyone would ever make it. To me, it was like, oh, this will be a writing sample, and we'll get my name out there and book me another job. So for it to go on this journey was just, it's so unexpected. But I think it is a testament to writing about something you're personally passionate about. As a kid from Chicago, it was, the Bulls were literally my childhood. So to find a story about Michael Jordan and that moment in athlete endorsements, it was, it just felt natural. I'm like, oh my God, I would love to go see this movie. So like, if you're going to go see it, like someone else will too. So I always try to give that advice of like, look inward when you're trying to find ideas, because you have to be passionate about something first, right? Like, how can you ask anyone else to be passionate about something if you're not first? And this career can be such a grind, like you go for so many jobs and hardly get any of them. And, you can get defeated really quickly that to find a project that I'm like, this is so much fun to write, like that's such a rare feeling to find it. Like it was just grab on and don't let go.
How are you feeling tonight?
I feel really happy. Honestly, the writer's room that worked on this show, A Murder at the End of the World, we were doing it during the early stage of the pandemic, so we never met in person. So some people that I worked for months with making this show, I'll be meeting for the first time, in person tonight. So that's pretty exciting. I do feel that the community really went through something together between the pandemic and the strikes, and we got to the other side. And I think people really bonded. There was a lot of solidarity between guilds. There was a lot of community organizing, and I hadn't seen that in my career in Hollywood before, so that was very moving, and I think we'll carry that forward into the future in terms of everybody standing up to protect each other's rights. So, yeah.
You know what it looks like to stand together now.
Truly, and it's a lot of hard work. Organizing political movements is as challenging as making a film, but it's amazing to see a bunch of filmmakers come together. We're all used to long hours, working hard, being creative, making do with what you have, and so it was nice to see that on the strike lines.
It's always just so nice to think about all the work that you've done and the impact that you've had. I think it's just had such an impact on our culture. Can you speak a little bit about what you feel like you mean to the industry?
I think that if you last a while, then you're an example of organic sustainability. And I think they're also looking at your mental health. They're looking at how you present. You can get jaded, you can get desperate, you can do a lot of things. But if you still have a smile on your face and you're willing to still compete, and again, compete in this business, not necessarily against anybody else, then I think people start to honor you and say, hey, there's something to that. What is she doing? How is she doing it? How does she bear the ebb and the flow of what it is to be a storyteller or be in the storytelling space? So I believe that I'm very loved. I'm very beloved, and I feel it every day.